Is your Airbnb business struggling? And what strategies can you use to save it? Coming up. Hi everyone, this is Ernesto from Attaboy Cowboy, and on this channel we give you health and wealth tips to help you be successful. Now today I'm recording from San Simeon, California, one of my favorite places in the world. You can see how awesome it is. The beaches are pretty much empty. There aren't very many people here, and it's just a really relaxing place to kind of chill out. There aren't a lot of people here. But anyway, I was talking to a few of my friends and they've been asking me questions about their Airbnb business. As most of you are aware, this is the time of coronavirus. A lot of people are in quarantines and Airbnb is dead. So is VRBO and a lot of these home sharing apps. In fact, I was reading that Airbnb is actually down about 90% on their bookings. The company earlier this year in 2020 was valued at $31 billion. In 1 month, the month of March, the company dropped in value to about $18 billion, almost half. Airbnb had to take out a bunch of loans just to have enough money to survive through the end of the year. And they still don't have enough money. They're still going to need to borrow more money, or they're gonna have to be acquired by someone so they can stay in business. The business just got decimated. So as bad as they got hit, people who do this business have gotten hit even worse. I have one friend that has 12 units that we help him manage. He is super leveraged. This is a scheme that's been taught over and over, all over the place. There's these get-rich-quick seminars, and for the most part, they are effective. But they tell you to go in, rent an apartment like my friend did. He rented 12. He rents them for, I don't know, $2,000. And then he subleases them on Airbnb. He makes about $4,000, so he makes double. So he has 24. So go figure, he makes over $20,000 a month. Well, he's completely dead right now. He has nothing booked. I have another friend in Las Vegas. He's doing the same business. He bought a 6-bedroom house. He has one person staying there, and he has the other 5 empty. He doesn't have enough even to pay his mortgage. And these are really sad stories. It's happening all over the world, people that do this home sharing. So what do? Well, like anything, you survive. Failure is never an option. Only success. So you have to use your brain and look around for opportunities. I've been helping these folks look for stuff. And some of the stuff we found is, one, look for long-term rentals. One person we know in Los Angeles, she's in a 6-bedroom house. She rents out 5 bedrooms. She's all by herself. She doesn't have anybody to help, rent those other rooms or help her pay the rent. So I suggested that she look for long-term roommates. That's one strategy. You can use Craigslist, you can use Facebook pages, you can use OfferUp, whatever, platform you use to rent the bedrooms. I think there's one even called Roomsy. Rent out those rooms long-term to roommates, especially at this time, just to get through this. You don't lose your house or something. If you're leveraged like my friend, you have 12 apartments, well, just give them back. If you can't rent them, you have that many, your losses are going to be worse if you stack up all that rent. So it's better just to give it back, get all the furniture, just have a fire sale, donate it, whatever, just get rid of it. And sometimes that's really hard for people to do because they're thinking, wow, I had this business, I was making $24,000, I don't want to give it up. Well, you have to be flexible. You have to go with the times. And that's just, unfortunately, what is happening right now. And a good business person will make the right decisions at the right time. It's not going to do you any good if you hold on to these 12 units lose gobs of money, and then in 5 or 6 months decide, hey, you know what? I lost $100,000. I better get out of this. That's not good. Cut your losses early and get out. And whenever you can jump back into the market. But for now, this is going to be rocky. They're saying the coronavirus is going to impact all sorts of businesses for several years. Not a few months. It's going to be years. So sure, we might be on quarantine and a lockdown and stay on home orders for a month or 6 weeks or whatever. That's just the beginning of it. It's like a book. It's the first chapter. There's a lot to come. Everything's going to change. They're talking about spacing on air flights. Like they might have empty rows and have only people sitting on every other seat. Can you imagine the impact that's going to have on airlines? They're going to have like less than half of the people flying their flights. So that's really going to drive up the flights. The prices are not going to be like they used to be, where you can fly around the world for $300 or $400. I went to Iceland in Europe one time. On the same trip, I had multiple flights for $340. That's going to be a long time before that happens again. So it is what it is. You just roll with it, you adjust, and you survive. You know how they say survival of the fittest? So number one, long-term roommates. Number two, use other applications where you look for people long-term. There's one called Furnish Finder or Nurse Housing. These are for travel medical people, doctors, nurses, occupational therapists, physical therapists, respiratory therapists, and you give them housing for their 2 or 3 month contracts while they're working in your area. That's a really good website to use. Those people are dependable. They're professional, they're educated, typically tend to be pretty clean, honest, hardworking people. So who wouldn't want someone like that in their home? Obviously, if you're worried about coronavirus, then rent them your guest house. You probably don't want them in your house if you have elderly people or anything like that, because it can spread around your home. But I know in Los Angeles, we have something called the LA Surge, and it's awesome. They're bringing in healthcare people from everywhere, bringing people out of retirement, just to make sure we have enough people available if needed for this pandemic. So those people are great. We appreciate their service. But again, if you have them in your home, it is high risk for you. So you got to be careful about that. That's another option. So Furnish Finder, some of these nurse housing, and also look at maybe donating your space. Depending on what your income is, you can donate your space to rent on Airbnb or some of these other sites to healthcare providers. And if you do that, you can use that as a tax credit at the end of the year. You can say you donated it. Also in Los Angeles, we have a lot of homeless people. If you're willing to take in some homeless people or people that may have lost their home or something, they'll give you a tax credit. There's a lot of things going on right now that may benefit you. So you got to think outside the box. You may not want a homeless person in your house, but some people that are homeless are not too bad. They're living in their car because they're riding Uber or they're doing some other type of gig work, and that's just dead right now. They're not really like people with drug problems or psychiatric problems. It's just someone that has a job that's being affected immensely by this pandemic. So consider that as an option. Again, if you are doing Airbnb right now, consider getting out. It's okay. It's not failure. It's smart. It's smart business to get out while you can. If it's been good for you the last few years, good for you. But if it's really dead right now, tourism's going to be down for a long time. So it's probably a good time to bail and just start a new business. Again, thank you for listening. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. From San Simeon, California, this is Ernesto from Attaboy Cowboy. Thank you.